Are you, unlike me, ready to invest in your first home, but you're not sure where you want to live?
Well, you're in luck. A new study has determined the best hometowns for the first-time buyers. Realtor.com says the most ideal real estate markets for new home buyers are spread across the U.S., but many are located in smaller cities in the Northeast.
Joining us now is CBS News MoneyWatch reporter Khristopher Brooks. Khristopher, it's good to have you here. Now, you wrote an article titled Best U.S. Cities for Young Adults Looking to Buy Their First Home for CBSNews.com. First of all, I know that you listed places like Portsmouth, Virginia, Windsor, Connecticut, and Magna, Utah, as just some of those examples of where it makes sense to invest. What is it about these communities that make them so appealing?
They are in different parts of the country, but there are a few things that sort of tie them together. These are like suburban, small town cities that I like to call big city adjacent, which means they are within themselves their own communities, but they're within a driving distance of a larger city. They also are places where a younger population is either already growing really strong there or expected to grow stronger. They're also a place where the job market and unemployment rate are expected to either stay low or go even lower in 2023. And perhaps more importantly than all of that, these are the most affordable houses you're going to see in all of the country.
I mean, are these young hipsters? Are they young family, young people beginning their families? I mean, who are the people who are, when you say young, who are they? What kind of young folks are they? And then two, like, what are they paying for their first home in this area?
So when we say young, we mean typically the professional anywhere between 25 and 34 years old. Some of these people have families, or some of them are going to start one really, really soon. And the price, again, that's going to be a huge range depending on where in the country you pick one of these communities. And the range is usually anywhere between, I've seen one that is as low as 139, 140,000, and then we talk about Utah. That that community there is upward to like $400,000 for that house. Now that price seems high, and it kind of is, but it's more important to think about how much you're going to be paying for your mortgage as opposed to like that actual big number.
And taxes too.
And taxes too.
I know, think about that.
So, and the biggest thing to determine what your mortgage is how much you put down as a down payment and closing. Right. So don't be sticker shocked by that first number. Really pay attention to what you're paying every month.
One thing that I'm curious about is because I remember when the pandemic started, so many people started working from home, now hybrid, but there's companies that are pulling people back into the office. So I'm just curious at this point, what does that remote work model, what impact has it had on these markets, on these housing markets?
Well, that's exactly why these particular communities are like shining bright now, because like you said, there's some of those 25 to 34-year-olds who are working in hybrid offices, which means a few days of the week they do have to be in the office, and that office is in a big city. Right? That's why you're big city adjacent. But sometimes you don't have to be in an office, and they would rather go live in a place that's calm and quiet and spacious where they can afford a house, and it's in the suburbs. So they're sort of getting the mix of both, the best of both worlds, where you can go into your big city, so you have to go into the office, but actually be at home, 2 or 3 days a week, and even on the weekends, and enjoy your backyard.
Sounds like a 45-minute to an hour commute. Are we talking about these neighborhoods or these cities adjacent to these bigger cities?
And it really depends on which of those are. So some of them are anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes, some of them 45 to 50 minutes. It's just, you got to pick which one your budget can afford and where you have to be when you have to go into the office.
Yeah, not bad at all. Well, Khristopher Brooks, thank you so much.